Calm down.
We're starting. There it is in the other folder, and here we are, episode 8. Kief and Real. Kief and Real. I would say Kief and Real.
Oh, we didn't change the whiteboard.
No,
that's on display.
There, it's changed. Oh no, it's not.
Done. Oh my gosh,
It almost fell on you.
this is a horrible way to start. We've already lost some viewers.
It's a workplace hazard. It's gonna fall on you. I know it's going to.
I'm gonna be okay. So, how you guys feeling after the last episode? What feedback we've got? One guy in the comments.
Hey, what was the? I couldn't see it.
Because he swore.
Oh,
rip.
Yeah. So I seen it. He had to go. You can see it on a desktop if you view it from desktop.
What did it say?
Oh,
Was it a bad thing?
Wasn't good. It was also a lie too. It was just about me calling out Alice Ross and Jennifer Rice when I did that viral video that I.
Oh, so that had nothing to do with it, or
no, and it was a bit distasteful as well. It definitely misquoted me. So
that happens all the time. People that
I had to go back and see. I was like, did I actually swear during that video? No. So there's nothing about that video I deem controversial. What's controversial is people in positions of power and positions to make change using their voices or not using their voices, rather.
100%.
So to me, that's more controversial. This guy just
Wait a second.
He comments on all the videos, so I don't want to say anything, but it's just like whatever, like.
But the video we're talking about was the one that you were on over on your.
Yeah.
And you were talking about
Chantel Moore.
Yeah.
When she was, shot during a wellness check.
A wellness check, and she ended up getting shot, which is craziness.
Yeah.
And that has to be talked about too, because well, I don't know. We should bring that up, and that should be one of our podcasts, I think.
Yeah, in the future for sure, because there's, more injustices are definitely gonna happen. But yeah, that was our one comment. Nobody else. I was gaming last night with 2 Miracle Whippers. I couldn't believe it.
2 Miracle? They both like Miracle Whip?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and they're both are indigenous.
No.
Yep.
Let's out them. Should we out them?
Nope, not outing them.
I was gonna say, are they gonna go on the record and say that?
No. Probably. I don't know. They're brave guys.
So, Christian, we just found this out. I found this out. Is that Christian? It's your birthday.
It is my birthday.
So happy birthday, Christian.
Thank you.
You're finally legal everywhere, I think. 21?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Oh!
Okay, I want best birthday memory right now.
My best birthday memory? Oh my gosh.
Did you have really good birthdays as a kid?
I always had a lot of family over, and I've got pictures of the whole family just in my living room chilling.
At your birthday?
Yeah, my birthday, yeah.
Wow.
Which was uncommon because usually I would go to my aunts or my grandpa's or something. So that was pretty exciting.
So you just family memories of your birthday.
Pretty much, yeah. I never really celebrated outside of that. I've had just hang out with friends.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done anything extravagant.
It's a good time of year to have a birthday. August.
It is perfect.
Summer?
Time.
Yeah. Not right now. It's downpour outside.
And COVID.
COVID.
But you're right, because my birthday is in October, and it's right on Thanksgiving. So when I was growing up, I just had family dinners. We had no birthday.
Mine's the worst.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Kiefer's is the 21st. Worst. Yeah, 21st.
A lot of my presents said, "Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Kiefer."
The 2-for-1.
Yeah.
We call that the 2-for-1.
Yo, and my sister's born December 6th, my brother's December 14th, and then I'm December 21st.
What's up with your parents?
So I'll be watching my sister get $20, $50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then you get the Christmas birthday.
I'm getting loonies and toonies and rolls of quarters.
What's left over from Christmas spending?
If I'm lucky, if they even show. Looking at you, second and third cousins. No, it's actually not too bad as an adult.
Speaking of loonies and toonies, loonies and toonies, and this is actually prior to loonies and toonies. Actually, even then, we had the $1 bill and the $2 bill
before electricity,
right? Shut the hell up. So at our birthday cakes, and shout out for everybody who remembers, they put coins in our cake.
Yeah, money
and
cakes.
You pull a coin. How disgusting is that? In a COVID world, that's a COVID cake.
Yeah, I had money cakes.
That could be a COVID cake.
My mom used to wrap them up and put them in
the baggies.
Saran wrap them, and then she would make icing, and then you get a piece of cake. You get whatever's in the cake.
I always thought
and
that
she'd
was
always
disgusting.
make sure like the birthday person got the piece with the most money in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Wait a sec. So now they didn't bake the money in there, right? So they would bake the cake and then put. The
I
money
can only
in.
speak for my own family. As my mom put the money in after she baked it, and then she put icing on top of it.
If it was baked into it, I'd be so.
But I know
lead poisoning or something.
100%.
Oh,
I remember swallowing money as a kid.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
I swallowed money.
You saw
pennies, nickels,
like a nickel. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember putting it in my mouth.
What
I
happens?
don't even want to talk. I won't even admit to this. I don't want to.
The dime was the common one.
We've gone through it.
But the money cake, does everyone remember that? The money cake, it was crazy. I've seen ones now where they put them in the bag, but it's in the middle of the cake and the birthday.
Oh yeah, and it pops up.
And they pull it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
that is nice.
That's
dude.
next level, man.
That would be sweet.
Now kids are getting ridiculous money. Like my son, I think he got like, I don't know, a couple $100, a few $100 for his birthday. What?
Mm-hmm.
I was happy to get $10.
I feel the same way. I'm just grateful to get anything on my birthday. Like any like gift giving time, I'm just like happy that it's something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a lot. Something is what matters.
Happy birthday! I got you this.
Dude, it's like a telescope.
And I got you some saran wrap.
Sweet.
It's also a fart.
Wait, it could actually be like,
Oh!
yo, this is a perfect present.
Actually, give that back to me.
Okay. This would be awesome. Yeah.
That's cool. But happy birthday. So
Yeah,
26.
You never really did give us your best birthday memory.
No, you didn't.
What is it?
I don't know if there's one in particular, to be honest.
Is there one that
I want to
stands
hear the
out, like-
worst birthday gift you got. So
The worst birthday
You can't
gift?
put Faxman on the spot because he freezes. He freezes.
There's
just
a lot.
thinks so
I'm gonna be
hard.
honest. There's been like quite a few over the years.
Name one. Pickles. I know it was pickles.
Maybe you talked to the girl you had a crush on
Okay,
your
see,
birthday.
the thing is, if I don't want to say anything, then you put people on blast because then you remember what gift they got you, right?
Let's put them on blast.
On blast.
I know your parents watch this.
They do, yeah.
Do they really? Hi, Christian's parents.
They do, yeah. They're longtime watchers.
Oh,
Yeah, episode oneers.
please let us know your comments, and you better subscribe.
Shout out to the Kief arts.
The Kief.
Keep art.
No, I don't think I would put it on blast. I think it would be too mean.
Okay, all right, that's nice.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever.
This will be one of those. Off podcast kind of things I tell you guys about.
It was underwear that was too small, and somebody forced you to wear it.
No, I've had a lot of underwear that's been
Somebody.
oversized though.
Wow.
That like you put it on, just immediately falls off. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? I still have
Safety
those same
pin.
pairs actually. Yeah, I literally like I'll put my shorts and my underwear on, and then just throw the belt on. It keeps it all together. It is something.
Just need that layer of protection, folks.
Oh man, that's
More riveting conversation after the break. We're not going.
my brain. I think it's got a brain freeze.
We don't have any breaks here. No breaks for but we've turned Christian into a UFC fan.
I am, yeah.
And we got a big UFC card coming up this weekend. The trilogy fight between Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier. I want to talk to you boys about that because Daniel Cormier recently came out in an interview I think he did yesterday.
I just saw this.
Where he says if he wins this trilogy fight, he'll be held in the same guard as Wayne Gretzky and Michael Jordan.
I saw that.
One of the greatest of all time.
Does that actually like equivalize to the formers?
No, because he never beat John Jones. How could he be the greatest if he never beat the greatest?
How do you dictate what the greatest is in UFC? Because they all fight in like so many different divisions, and they all have like different, greatest of all time theoretically.
And I mean, to me, it's like you just look at Gretzky and Jordan and what they did over the length of their career, the records that they set, like they clearly stood out way above everyone else. Whereas Cormier definitely stands out, but John Jones, he lost to him repeatedly and will never beat John Jones. I mean, John Jones cheated, I guess. Was he on steroids? Who knows? Whatever. Doesn't matter. John Jones is just way more athletic, way bigger. I don't see him ever beating him. You can't be on Gretzky and Michael's level if you don't have that duration of domination.
I would say it's also too early in their career because Gretzky and Jordan are still making impacts in their respective sports how many years after they've retired.
Yeah.
And Cormier's just going to be a commentator,
I love Cormier too. Don't get me wrong. I do like him. And you made fun of me because of the break.
Yo, that was awesome.
You gotta tell that story then, all right? The Break Bones t-shirts.
Oh yeah, we were in Boston Pizza, and you were wearing Daniel Cormier sold for their first fight, Break Bones.
I read the Break Bones on it.
Yeah, Break Bones, and then John Jones won their first fight.
Like destroyed them,
and we're all standing at Boston Pizza, like trying to get our like bills paid up.
Packed in there too. It was packed
pre-COVID for sure. And John Jones is like, "Yo," and I think he's like, "F you to all those people who bought Break Bones shirts," and Ryan and Daniel were just standing there. I was like, ah!
No, okay. So he gets the mic and he's like, "And for all you people out there that bought those Break Bones t-shirts, you can send them back for a refund." And then I look over at Kief and I look at me and I'm like, zip up my jacket. It was like, oh, it was so brutal. And the way he dismantled Cormier too, it wasn't even close. But
I just pray he doesn't win.
For this one versus Stipe?
Yeah. I think Stipe is a better representative of what the greatest of all time is. I enjoyed cheering for Stipe and a lot more of his fights. I think the only time I ever cheered for Daniel Cormier to win a fight
was John Jones.
Was when he was fighting John Jones.
Yeah.
Even when he fought Alexander Gustafsson, I was hoping Alexander Gustafsson got the better of him.
Dude, that first fight I thought Gustafsson won.
Against Jones?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought he definitely won that fight. That was crazy. But you never saw those, Christian?
No, this might be my third ever card. Yeah.
Recent guy, but you're a big Sean O'Malley fan. He's on the card, right?
Oh, no, I was actually excited.
I think you've caught all his last two fights.
I have, I've seen his last few.
And he was talking about the merch. He said he sold $1 million in Reebok merch and got $2,500.
Yikes.
Because he's a streamer, right?
Yeah.
So his big fans so Sean O'Malley is a huge streamer and then is also a wicked fighter. Like that guy kicks some serious butt. And then because of his following, the UFC merch, the Reebok sponsorship, they sold a ton of merch from Sean O'Malley apparently.
Yeah.
So
I'm not even surprised.
Well, Reebok's they're
done, right?
Yeah, their contract is coming up, so they're going to get a new sponsorship. I think it's going to be something like Abstract.
Didn't they announce it already? I thought they announced that.
I have no idea who it is.
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up.
Yep.
Ask Siri.
I'm not asking Siri.
We need Alexa in here. I should bring my Alexa in here.
Oh, we should have some.
We could have the Ask Alexa segment.
That'd be so useful. Yeah.
Yeah. I love Alexa. Wait, like the Amazon thing.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like. Ever since I started watching with you guys, I've always just liked these like explosive fights. They're actually exciting.
Venom clothing is taking over.
Probably offering him a fat stack of cash.
Yeah, hopefully the athletes get paid more.
I agree. That kind of sucked too because the athletes weren't able to make money off of their sponsorships. Now this kind of bugs me a little bit about the league, and this takes me back to even NCAA. But when the league UFC sold for $4.5 billion. And the fighters got zero of that.
Yep.
And they're the ones that are the product here. Let's be honest, right? I mean, obviously it took a lot of work to get there, but then they took away sponsorship. So they weren't allowed to do that. To me, I feel like if you're on the UFC roster, like quote unquote, then you should get a minimum salary, right?
Do they not have any salary?
No, it's based on their what the heck was it? Is that a light? What is that?
Sorry.
Yeah, we're just testing. But like, why not? Because they have to get to their fights and win or show just to to get money, and
they get paid per fight though, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And like some of them make a big fat stack of cash basically for each.
Oh, if you're the good, like
you're good, yeah. But if you're a lower tier, you're
like 12 grand,
journeyman grinding it out.
Yeah,
you're in trouble. I guess you could pick a different sport.
I guess so. But if you're good at it, then why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah,
if you're good at it.
Yeah, that's why I make podcasts. Because I'm the greatest of all time. Listen to this conversation.
The greatest of all time podcast.
The GOAT. I'm the Daniel Cormier podcast.
I always find it weird when people like mention the greatest of all time. It's so, I don't know. It's so like subjective to each person.
It's true. Yeah. I mean, the GOAT debate for anything is like, it's up for question in almost any sport except for maybe like golf and hockey. I mean, basketball, you can even make an argument for LeBron, for Kobe, for Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. Like, the list goes on for basketball.
You see, that's the thing, too. Well. Like, era, too, right? Like, era kind of changes things, too, I think. Especially when you have just the evolution of the athlete.
People get better, faster, stronger, more intelligent.
More steroids.
More steroids are always a big factor, isn't it? Back in the day.
I need to get on that steroid game.
You know, like when your hat size grows, like or your shoe size grows, and you're like 30.
Yeah.
Oh, does that happen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Naturally.
It has like random. It can have like random effects on everybody.
Where would like my ears get bigger?
That's impossible.
Not that I would ever.
That's impossible.
Hypothetically,
Look,
I mean, your
our
ears
are big
growing,
enough.
so
We're the ear squad.
I mean, there's a chance it could accelerate ear growth, I guess, but it's not.
Would I get taller?
No.
Why not?
I don't think it can physically like move the way that your skeleton's structured.
You can't go up, but
yeah,
you can go
steroids are out for me, I guess.
I can't get taller. We're out.
I just really want to be 6 foot.
Yeah. So what are some of the other fights you guys want to see for this title card?
Junior Dos Santos is fighting. I can't remember his name. I can't say his last name.
No, let's just pull it up for you guys.
I can't remember.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about most of these fights, actually. A lot of the fighters last week.
Well, I saw people talking about the fight card not being that great. Did you have that feeling?
No.
Yeah.
Because I'm an avid I watch every UFC that they put out, all the undercards, like as much as I can.
Regardless of how good or bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You never know. The greatest fight is always, one round away.
Well, I know in O'Malley's interview, or when he did his Q&A, he had said that one of his like best fights ever came like pre-UFC. Which is actually pretty nuts because I watched that knockout and he just spinning kicked this guy in the head and just knocked him out.
Oh, he's fighting Rosenstrike.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's going to be a good... Rosenstrike just got put to sleep, though, by the Beast.
Right? Yeah, of course, yeah. But
so Derek Lewis, he called... Was it Derek? No, Ngannou. Francis Ngannou put him to sleep, right?
But Francis Ngannou's a scary man.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you'd call that guy out. Rosenstrike called him out and then got put to sleep. Holy man, that was
crazy. You got Junior Dos Santos, Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera, John Dodson fighting on the card as well. He's always an exciting fighter. And then you got I guess if they could have beefed up the fight before the junior fight, you got Herbert Burns and Daniel Pineda.
But Burns missed weight by 3.5 pounds.
Did he?
Yeah.
Doesn't he done that before?
What happens then? Get a penalty or something?
You lose, they forfeit a percentage of your prize money. I think it goes to the other fighter.
It's like 30% of your prize fight card.
At least it goes to a fighter and not back into the system. I guess.
You almost want your opponent to miss weight.
Totally.
You get more money, win or lose. Like if they win, you get more money. Like.
So what's up with the weight cutting thing? This kind of gets to me too, because wouldn't you just want to fight at like a more natural size?
I don't know. I've never been able to cut weight before.
Right? Like what? I could cut weight, but like 5 pounds, not less than like
sweat it out.
Those guys are losing 30 pounds in a week, man.
I mean, it does change like the way that your like body shaped as well and how you're able to like move, right? Because like as you get bigger too, like different parts of your body end up expanding, and you end up against and like the bigger you go too, you'll end up against guys that have different proportions to their body. Like some guys will have like bigger shoulders, bigger arms, will have like a stronger back.
Like Yoel Romero.
Yeah, like you'll never know what you end up against, which could put you at a disadvantage, especially if the other guy is just like very top heavy and you're not. Because then he'd obviously be able to like not obviously, but he'd be able to in most cases outstrike you.
I just fight at heavyweight. That way it's easy, right? It's easy. I don't have to worry about it. Does heavyweight have a top end for the weight? I heard there was.
It's
265?
265.
It's probably a weight range. I doubt that.
I'd have to cut weight. Oh man,
that's crazy to think.
Could you imagine getting rocked in the head by one of those guys?
Rough.
Like you're like 250 and the guy's like a giant. It's like, man.
Like by what's his face? Ngannou, man, that guy is scary.
There's a few huge guys I've seen. I always watch the like UFC fight reels on Facebook.
Yeah.
And some of the knockouts from some of those guys, I'm like, oh my gosh, you could just die.
They're monsters, man.
He's from Cameroon. Francis Ngannou.
Absolute monsters. Yeah, they should have shared a picture of him. He's like 10 years ago, he was homeless in Cameroon, and now he's like one of the world's top-ranked fighters.
Wow.
Just 10 years ago.
You know, that's kind of crazy. Think about someone that, like, for even First Nation, like kids. I met a lot of kids when I was younger playing university athletics. That there was kids that were just naturally gifted, but they would never get a chance just because of where they're from or the background that they have. They just, grew up in poverty. Like Francis Ngannou, there's so many talented athletes. There's goats walking around that never get to become the goat.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty crazy. I thought, and that's why, you know, you look at some of those kids that are out there. If you're in a position to help, you should try, right? That's how I kind of look at it.
Well, that's why it's important for like the France and Ciganus, because they're more likely to give back to their old communities than like, you know, than a lot of these like big names. Like they're just gonna absorb the wealth and just keep buying stuff, which is totally irrelevant. Because like, imagine you spend like $3 million on a house. What can $3 million do in an impoverished city? Like that would go a long, long way.
Well, I don't know. That goes to a larger question too.
Oh yeah, there's going to be an infinite amount of
like wealth distribution, one percenters, and then making all this money. Why do we need 100 billionaire? Like, what's his face?
Jeff Bezos.
No, the other guy. Facebook.
Bill Gates.
Facebook. Oh, Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. He's 100 billionaire.
Antonio Banderas.
A lot of his money's in like it's in like assets though, and like none of it's.
Hey, don't
actually
swear!
Like
you can't swear.
In assets?
Oh, sorry, I thought you swore.
No, that's what it is. He has like, you know, he's got stock, he's got like piece of companies, he owns Facebook too. So yeah, it's not like they have like cold hard like $100 billion cash. Likely his net worth is $100 billion.
Well, you own stock.
I wonder what my net worth is.
Yeah.
Probably not a lot.
Empty your pockets.
I got a laptop.
Like $90.
This is my camera we're using.
It's a nice camera.
Thank you. I could resell that thing for a decent amount.
A brand new camera too. Yeah.
Decent amount. Oh, yeah, it's so
look at how pretty it makes us look.
Like very much.
I don't look that good normally.
Speaking about wealth, can you guess who the highest paid actor was this year?
Oh, I saw it already.
The Rock, man.
Yeah, it was The Rock.
The Rock. Who's second?
The Rock's son.
No.
Kevin Hart?
I don't know.
Nope.
I would have to say someone like what's
You'll never guess.
The Rock, who's in quite a bit of movies here. Kevin Hart.
No, it wasn't Hart. It would have been somebody that would have been in like a big time position probably.
The guy, you know what I mean.
I'll give you a hint.
You know what I mean.
Okay, how should I give this hint?
You know what I mean.
His name starts with an R.
The Rock.
Regis Philbin.
Rip.
Rip.
Too soon.
Rest in peace.
What do you mean too soon?
He
dead. Passed away.
I know, but that guy was worth a lot of money still.
Like last week.
Yeah.
Guess.
We never talked about it last week either.
So
his name is R. Second.
Wahlberg. I was thinking that's Mark.
He came in third.
Yeah. So then who else? No, Will Smith.
I said R. His name starts.
I know. I'm trying to go through. I can't think of does that happen to anyone when you say something like that? Then I just blank. I can't think of one R actor.
Okay.
I mean, Regis was the first thing that came into my mind, and that's only because he passed last week.
Think of action movies.
Getting closer.
Yeah, so it's got to be what movies came out in this past year. That's why I was thinking. Like Will Smith was in a bunch. The Rock, Mark Wahlberg.
I don't have a clue.
He's Canadian.
I
thought that would be too obvious if I said he's Canadian.
I don't even think I could name
he's
five actors.
Married to a famous actress by the name of Blake Lively.
I know.
Who?
You know who it is?
I don't have a clue.
I'll give you another clue. Deadpool.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. That's the guy's name. He actually just called our premiere, too. You guys see that on Twitter?
Yeah. He said he's worried about young people killing people like his mom and like people like David Suzuki.
And he's literally like...
What do you mean?
Okay.
About what? What?
So he's like... Our premier Horgan was scared that young people just aren't listening to government anymore. So he's just like... He literally just tagged 2 Canadian actors and was like, hey, can you talk to the young people in Canada because they're not listening to us? And then Ryan Reynolds
about
COVID stuff, because it's spreading so fast now,
through the young community,
20 to 29. So then Ryan Reynolds called up our premier. I don't know if it was an actual call, but it was a recorded like voice clip, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't want people like my mom to die, so please don't kill my mom."
Wow.
And then he's like, "I'm usually a person that would love to party." It's right there. Yeah. It's like I'm normally a person that would love to party, but just now's not the time.
Yeah, he said, "I hope young people in BC don't kill my mom, frankly."
Oh my goodness.
Or David Suzuki.
Let's just not
or
kill
each
anyone.
other. Let's just not kill anyone. Ryan Reynolds has a message for BC's young people. Young people, just chill.
That came out of like came out of left field when I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, can't we just get the vaccine from Russia?
That's funny. He named David Suzuki.
He did.
Did you hear there was a scientist talking about vaccine envy, which was a thing that they were talking about because they were scared that other stupid... This was like literally a quote from a scientist. He's like, I'm scared that other gullible politicians are going to fall for this and try to do it themselves.
I can think of a few that probably should try.
It's just so scary. Could you imagine being in like the highest position of power and being like, yeah, we have this vaccine that probably won't work, but let's try it anyway. See what happens.
Scary stuff, man. I ain't about that life.
No,
I'm gonna just chill in terrace.
Stay in my own lane.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been doing a pretty good job, but you're right. The younger generation, you get that, what do they call it? COVID fatigue.
COVID fatigue, yeah.
Where they're just getting tired of doing this whole social isolation or physical
Dude, I feel
isolation.
I feel like I'm hitting like my third wall on this COVID.
On the COVID?
Yeah, man. Like I should have had so many experiences under my belt this year so far, and I have like none. Like I should have been on the East Coast of Canada, Haida Gwaii, Vancouver.
Yeah, because you were going to go to the, what was it? The Indigenous Games.
Yeah, the Indigenous Games.
Junior only.
My gosh.
Haida Gwaii. You're supposed to go to Haida Gwaii, go home, bring cash money there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
It is what it is. But shout out to Ryan Reynolds. You can send CFNR money anytime, Ryan, if you want to sponsor our podcast.
No, Ryan, please check it out.
Talk about you all the time on air because you're always doing cool things. Like you donated money to this Indigenous Foundation for women leadership in Indigenous communities. Him and his wife donated like $100,000, and then they donated another $100,000, so $200,000.
Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Wow.
To Canadian women's leadership for Indigenous communities.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome stuff. Like, and that's big money, man. You can do a lot with that kind of money.
And I feel like people don't get enough credit for that type of stuff because it's always like the controversial stuff that goes viral, right?
Yeah. Well, Ryan Reynolds is pretty straight cut Canadian boy, you know. It just gets his double, his 10 bits and on his way.
And his sense of humor is he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like Deadpool was wicked. That movie, both movies were awesome.
I'm excited for Deadpool 3 to come out whenever it does.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
Who knows when we'll be getting new movies. Everything just keeps getting pushed back and back. Like the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie got pushed back like, 3 more years?
3?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 2023. It was supposed to come out in 2021.
Man.
Now it's like 2023. My math is off. It's 2 years, but
yeah, because it's
3 years from now.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be like a 2 to 3 year development cycle, right? As far as I'm aware, because all of it's, especially Guardians, all of it's CGI'd.
I don't know. That sucks.
Isn't our technology getting better? Like, look at our freaking rainbow, dude.
Do you think we're at the golf course right now?
I feel like it.
You should have the picture with us looking at the rainbow when or at the sun and Loy boy looked like he hadn't seen the sun in decades, frozen. That was the worst. What were we doing?
I almost went out this morning.
It was pouring.
Yeah, I woke up at 5:50. I had my alarm set, and I got up, and I was like moving around, and I looked outside, and it was just a torrential downpour, and I only had my golf shoes that would get my feet super wet. So I was like, and I got a bunch of blisters on my toes. So I was like, I
forgot to bring your shoes.
You don't have them here?
No, I don't have. Well, actually, I got dropped off, so I'll get Tanny to bring them.
Okay, deadly.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I need those. I might go tonight. I'm getting my glasses today.
Oh.
Hola, sound so indigenous there. Used my indigenous FNHA money to get them, no doubt. Even got ones with the clip-ons.
You did too. I know you did. That's crazy.
Definitely, dude.
Hey, wait a second. Go back to your golf shoes. The ones where you got the clip-on spikes. How did they work out?
They worked amazing.
They did.
But the water seeps through.
Yeah, but just as how it felt though. I was wondering if
it felt great, and honestly, and it was super comfortable. Like, because I used a really comfortable shoe. My Westbrook Why Nots is like a basketball shoe.
And they look awesome, right?
Yeah, and
they're like native design.
It looks pretty crazy when I'm out there. People are like, "What the hell are you wearing?" But I put on my own custom cleats. So
your own custom
maniniums. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, but. No, Ryan Reynolds. What a dude.
Yeah, shout out to him for sure.
What else do we got on trending?
Let me say what else do we want to talk about. You know, I was surprised, actually. This is like a little bit more news related. I was reading a release that the CRTC plans to beef up our internet in rural and northern communities, but I didn't see a single BC northern community on the list. And they were including Indigenous communities too.
What?
Oh, what?
I don't think we made the list.
For what?
So because of the way that COVID shaped everything, they're looking to make it so every community has internet of some kind and make it faster so that way people can stream, they can get online, they can download just for school generally. So there's been tons of like funding that's been announced, like, you know, Prince Rupert Authority is always announcing funding for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
More than anything, I'm surprised that the CRTC isn't going to beef up like our local First Nations with better internet. Because even up here in Terrace, we have terrible internet comparatively to everywhere else.
It's true.
It's not good. It's really not good.
How did we fall through the cracks?
Even the cell reception. Like, look at our cell reception here.
Dude, I can't even make phone calls from my house anymore. I have to FaceTime everybody. Everyone's wondering why I'm FaceTiming them. Yeah. It's like I really don't want to see their faces all the time, but I can't hear them when I talk to them on the phone.
They can't hear me either. I'm literally the same way.
It's so annoying. I hate it.
Yeah,
no, it's all right.
Maybe it's time to rethink infrastructure in the north.
Oh,
I think that would be a big thing, because there is a lot of unused space, and more than anything, even if you don't want to cut down trees and deforest or whatever, there's space between everything that you could definitely fit towers.
We just need to connect Wi-Fi boosters to like bears.
Sasquatch.
Or like wolves and like turtles and frogs. Especially frogs. They're everywhere.
They are, yeah.
Dude, on the golf course, on the greens, there was like 200 little tiny frogs on them.
You know, you just try not to step on them or hit them with your balls.
Yeah.
It's actually like my house.
I thought wasn't Google going to do the internet for the world thing?
Yeah.
It was like a floating balloon, like whatever you call router or something?
Yeah, they want to like, I thought it was a satellite originally. I was going to bounce the signal down.
Oh, because they're supposed to do that to everywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you were, you're supposed to be able to get a signal.
Wow.
I mean, that would make the most amount of sense. Like, why in a global market don't we have global internet? The thing we need the most.
Who owns Google?
Some rich guy or girl.
No, it's a group. I think it's called Alphabet.
Alphabet?
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
Did you know that Alphabet is put in no particular order?
How does that work?
So, like, when they first created it, they just put it whatever?
In no particular order.
That's probably because they weren't thinking that it needed an order, and then because of like the way that we learn, we gave it an order.
Yeah, it doesn't need an order.
Because no matter, like, it would basically be like numbers. Like, numbers have an order for a reason, right? But you could technically pluck a number out at any time. Like, here's 5.
Yeah, so Alphabet Inc. owns Google. And they
do like Alphabet soup.
No, I'm with you on that one.
That's what it sounds like when I eat it.
In 2019, for 3 months, they had $40.49 billion in revenue.
Oh my God.
That's in 3 months.
And that's just in sheer revenue.
Alphabet soup or the ink.
Or the ink.
Sponsor us.
It's like an octopus.
We need sponsorship.
Yeah.
We'll do 2 episodes a week and Christian will take his shirt off.
Oh.
I don't know if y'all want that, but I might.
If we get sponsored.
If we get sponsored, I'd be willing. Yeah, 100%.
Yes. Guaranteed. Kind of already had 1 episode sponsored by Checkers. I was lit.
That was sick, yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting there. We're building up.
It was fun doing the themed episodes actually with the wings.
Maybe we can like we'll shoot him with like a paintball gun or something.
Oh yeah, Christian gets hurt. We'll do a Christian gets hurt episode.
There's a YouTube channel exactly like that. Yeah.
Christian gets hurt. So it just sounds good.
It'll just be like a 6-second episode. We'll just like shoot him with a paintball gun. And like, oh, boom, end of episode.
Oh, I can't remember. I saw the sign. It was something about talking about poverty. You know how it's like poverty meals. Do you remember poverty meals? When I was a kid, we had poverty meals, and that was like whatever was left in the fridge at the end of the week. It just kind of went into a soup. You just have like a miscellaneous soup. It had
like
everything.
30 cents for a thing of Mr. Noodles.
It would have everything in it. It didn't matter what it was. And then I saw something online, and it was like it's like we weren't poor. He's like we were po. And he's like, the name is like, we also had our somewhat was television show, or if we had a show, it was called 4 Kids, 1 Pillow.
Oh my goodness. We weren't that po. I had my own pillow.
4 Kids, 1 Pillow.
Jeez.
I was definitely that po. We had 4 Kids, 1 Pillow.
We used to make pillows out of old recycled bags, like the plastic bags. You just stuff them into some fabric and then sew the end of the fabric, and you had yourself a little pillow.
Like a Safeway bag, a grocery store bag?
Yeah, grocery store bags.
Just fill it. Really? That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, my nanny used to make us sew them up, and then we just, lounge with them, laying down.
Well, we did the classic on the feet, of course, in your boots and your shoes.
Oh yeah, I was honestly thinking about doing that for golf. I was like eyeing up some bags. I'm like, if I put my socks over my feet in these bags, my feet would technically be dry, or should I put them over the socks?
Now, is that like an Indian thing, or is that like a poor thing?
You ever put
Did you put bags on your feet?
bags on your feet to keep your feet dry?
In school, yeah.
Okay.
When you went to school, like if you were ever like going outside for a project or something, they literally had these like big bags and they just throw them over your feet.
You're like our eyes into this different world we've never grown up in.
Yeah, I was definitely pretty well off as a kid. Like all the things that I would want were taken care of, basically.
Sweet.
Me too.
That's kind of the world you want to live in, at least for your kids, right?
Yeah.
I pretty much survived off of Itchy Band, Kraft Dinner, and hot dogs. That's about it.
It looks like that's all I still eat.
That's all that's in me right now.
Oh, man.
I saw Kraft Dinner on Facebook. I saw Kraft Dinner grilled cheese. That looks pretty good.
I've seen Kraft Dinner like mixing it up, and they're like, "Oh, mix Kraft Dinner with kimchi."
That was literally the video I was watching, and
Yeah.
they made the
It doesn't
grilled cheese
taste
out of
good
it.
anymore. I can't eat it. I'm overdosed on. I cannot eat Kraft Dinner. I tried it.
I can.
It is not.
Done.
It is not a sober meal for me.
I will eat Kraft Dinner until the cows come home to put more milk in my cup. And I'll
Your
drink
Kraft Dinner.
that milk. Y'all see that video of that baby sucking right from the milk?
From a
milk
cow?
titty? Yeah.
A milk baby or a baby?
A baby
A
drinking
human baby.
straight from the udder.
Wow.
You never seen that?
No.
Strange.
Let me search Twitter.
Okay, pull up Twitter. Is such a
Baby.
Twitter's like crazy.
Drinking from a cow. Oh my God, I spelled that all wrong.
Have you seen in the NBA? Actually, this is a little off topic, but he had the NBA up there. A bunch of like two teams. I think it was the Trailblazers and the Suns went like 8-0 in the bubble, and they aren't going to make the playoffs
Yeah.
because they used their old records to come into this. So they just extended the season basically.
Yeah, but then, so there's obviously then more teams that can make the playoffs were in the play-in round, right?
Yeah.
So
Because they
that's-
were basically doing like a round robin to like finish the season or whatever
I
they were
can't
doing.
find
It
it.
wasn't quite what the NHL did.
well, to me, I can't. Well, they probably should have did what the NHL did,
Yeah,
right? The
just start from zero. It would have made more sense.
Well, they didn't start from zero. They did the winning percentage, and then because some teams played more or less games. The Canucks, for instance, I'm a Canucks fan. I will admit that.
Sorry to hear that.
You know you're within slapping distance right now.
Great content. If I just get decked on camera, it's fantastic content.
It's going to bring our views up by at least 7.
So
put it in the thumbnail, yeah.
actually we should do a little slap. Can I slap you?
No.
Wait, what cheek?
You won't let me?
Spank them?
Wait, I thought this was a PG stream. Actually.
Yeah, this is getting...
This is PG.
So anyway,
We have to
they
get
did the winning percentage, and it was the Canucks actually on the standings were out of the playoffs when COVID hit, but they did winning percentage, and that put us into the last spot or second to last spot, and that's what they should have done in the NBA. Same thing wherever they were at the pause, winning percentage or whatever it was they did, and then rank them, and then do the play-in round. Right, the top 4 seeds I think got a bye. And the bottom ones all played it out to get in. So I think they should look at changing it in going forward. Anyways, I like the play-in round. I think top 4 seeds get a bye into the next round, and everybody else, even the bottom ones, can go in and play. Because look at the 8 in a row. Who was it that hit 1 8 in a row?
Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix
Suns.
Blazers.
Yeah. So they could maybe they're not that great, but they get a chance. They get hot at the right time. They could be a Cinderella championship.
Yeah, they needed the Grizzlies to lose, and the Grizzlies won. And they're a terrible team before the bubble.
Phoenix.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too. Why should they be rewarded just for an 8-game stretch? You have to prove it over the length of the season.
Yeah, and they're all young too. You know what I mean? Like, it's Dame time right now.
The Raptors are killing it, man.
Yeah,
I love the
Raptors are on
Raps. I
fire.
love their team, the dynamic. I love the depth. Man,
I think this is like the best the Raptors have ever been, like ever. They just have such a good, like not even just the players, like the coaching, the organization, like everything is just so
culture
solid.
winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got a real good shot. We got a tougher road. We got the Nets, who are an underrated team.
Yeah.
Very selfless. They got lots of good young talent. So that's going to be a tougher series.
Raptors have
than we think.
historically lost against them too.
Yes. So we
The
got...
playoffs are a different beast.
Yeah. And they're in the bubble, so there's no home court. There is no...
the momentum from the fans.
It's all just going to be in
Just
there.
talent.
Yeah. So that's...
And the Bucks too. Oof.
the Bucks
Well, we
are
beat
scary.
them.
And then
But
we're
we
going to
had
have to
Kawhi.
play the winner of the 76ers or the Celtics, which it'll probably be the Celtics. So in the second round, you're playing the Boston Celtics, who are another favorite to contend for the title.
And then who's hurt for them? They're supposed to play next year.
Simmons is out for the 76ers. Yeah, Ben Simmons is
man.
That's tough.
He's a big player too.
Yeah, he's
a big man for the team.
And Durant, who's Durant with? He's
with the Nets, but he's done for the year.
Thank goodness.
I know. He'd be done forever.
Dude, he came in against us in the playoffs. He literally won the game for them. He scored, what, 18 points or 16 points?
He's the worst.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
You hate Kevin Durant, right?
I hate him.
Why?
Well, I don't hate. Hate's a strong word.
Yeah.
But I really hate him.
Why do you hate him? He does a lot of good things.
He's just the way that he left Oklahoma City for the Warriors, and then even the way that he left the Warriors was just like, oh God, bro, nobody cares. Like, your legacy is always going to be tainted. So he's trying to find a way to untaint his legacy.
He can't now.
And he's also a punk for creating like different Twitter accounts.
Oh, the burner accounts.
Yeah, the burner accounts. And then the way that he interacts with people online, like going at people, like it's just like, dude, chill.
Chill a little bit. Well, because I know he does. I saw that one video. There's that kid there that's waiting. I don't know if you saw that one. It was like he was waiting to meet him after the game, and just the way he interacted with the young fans, I thought it was pretty cool. Because I mean, not a lot of superstars would take time to do that type of stuff. I think he was a kid who was like handicapped kid or something. LeBron does that.
LeBron's a big
taking the shoes off and giving it to fans and kids. That's pretty cool too.
I mean, obviously, KD does a lot of good stuff, but just when he includes himself in the conversation in the greatest of all time, it's just like, it's just not there for me. It
makes me. You remember when Peyton Manning was the host of the ESPYs and he was razzing KD? And he said KD might try to join that team, or what was it again? It was a different sport team.
Olympic gymnastics team.
Oh my gosh.
Peyton Manning's like, yeah, they've been the most successful team in Olympic history, and word is that Kevin Durant's looking to join their team.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
So yeah, he's gonna get it, like, because he deserves it. He's also one of the greatest basketball players in the league right now, and one of the highest paid for a reason.
You know, the ESPYs, it reminds me of a speech. There's two speeches that I've watched online. And I know you're a public speaker, Kief, so you would appreciate this. But there's two speeches that I've heard that are probably the best speeches I've ever heard. Now, one of them was Kevin Costner at Whitney Houston's funeral. I don't know if you've ever heard that or looked it up.
Yeah.
So if you're out there listening to this, go and look up Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston's funeral. It is one of the most amazing. You'll laugh, you'll cry. It's just an amazing speech done. One of the best I think I've ever seen, period. And then the other one was by the ESPN sportscaster, the one that he passed away. He had the droopy eye. Remember that guy?
Stuart Scott.
So if you want to, that's another one that'll bring you to tears almost too. But he fought cancer and he was in the hospital prior to winning this award. And he talks about his fight, and his daughters are there. Whew. And it's just amazing. Sorry, thinking about it. It's a powerful speech. So go and look at that one. Stuart Scott on ESPN, or ESPYs, the ESPYs Awards.
Huh, nice.
Pretty amazing.
The young ESPYs. Matthew McConaughey gave a good speech after he won an Oscar. He's like always talking about who he wants to be and how he wants to be better. So
yeah,
that's a good one too. Pretty
amazing speeches, man. Like, I've done public speaking myself, so I know it's a bit of a skill that you need to, like, not everyone has. You can fine tune it, but to go up there and maybe have a couple notes and really wing it. Like, Kevin Costner definitely had some notes, but it was just an amazing speech. Like, it's unbelievable.
Young K. Koss back in the day, the rookie. Or was that Dennis Quaid?
The rookie was Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
Because Bull Durham was Kevin Costner. If you build it, they will come. Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Field of Dreams. What a letdown of a movie.
What? I love that movie. Are you kidding?
He was dead.
Who was dead?
I don't know. Wasn't he dead?
No.
And he didn't get to play baseball in the field?
It was his dad. His dad was dead.
Exactly. Sad.
Spoiler alert.
Don't watch it.
Exactly. Sad.
It's one of the best movies, man.
What?
Yes.
Glory Road's better. Miracle, better. Remember the Titans.
That one's good.
Better.
They're all just sports movies.
Miracle's no good. Don't like
What?
it. Don't like it. That the hockey one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched it.
What?
Yeah, I never watched it.
Oh my.
I'm not interested in American hockey.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
How many
like
Americans play
AHL.
for the Canucks?
0.
Yeah, right.
0.
Yeah, right.
Probably quite a few, actually.
0. Look it up right
Not
now.
one player on the Canucks
Not one.
was born in the greatest state in the world, the United States of America.
Excuse me. I really doubt it.
I don't.
We got Swedes.
No, that they have none.
How do you know? Quinn
Oh, sorry,
Hughes?
Brock Besser from Minnesota.
Wow,
Minnesota.
dude.
Sorry, I forgot about Brock.
Shout out to my boy Brock.
From Minnesota too, where
Let's
isn't
go
that
to
where-
Jack in the Box, bro.
That's where
Jack in the Box.
Let's go to Five Guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say Five Guys.
Five Guys. Chick-fil-A, Brock.
Chipotle.
Shout out to your strong dollar. Where's this guy from?
shout out to your strong dollar.
Oh my God, another one.
Oh, here's a bunch.
Tyler Mo. Oh, look at this.
Oh yeah,
JB.
Demko. Yeah, JT Miller, Tyler
Oh,
Tyler
this guy's from
Myers,
Calgary.
and Brandon Sutter.
It's like the norm, though, where like it's not all Canadians playing in hockey.
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. I was just whatever. I hate the internet.
Yeah, you can just be proven wrong immediately
The
nowadays.
United States of Canucks, basically, is what the team should be called.
The Vancouver.
Another one,
The Vancouver-
Michigan.
but he's not
Jalen
playing.
Chatfield.
Yeah.
And they carry BC's pride in the hopes to
Is he
win.
collecting a check?
Yeah, that's all that really matters, right? I think he is. Yeah,
Brock Besser.
but
Where's
Besser.
Quinn Hughes from?
He's BC boy, I think.
Orlando, Florida.
I don't know. I was already born.
Born.
20-year-old Florida native. Yeah.
Mr. Quinn Hughes.
Wow, I thought he was from
My guess.
BC.
They're lurking, man.
No, Quinn Hughes. There it is. He's a beauty.
Oh, this guy's from Scarborough.
Quinn Hughes is amazing. That first game 1 against St. Louis, playing awesome. The Canucks. I'm totally down with that. Should we do a Canucks update? I don't know. We don't know when. Well, today or not today.
Yeah, no update. They're gonna win game 2, then they're gonna win game 3, then they're gonna win game 4, right? No, there won't be a game 4 if they win game.
No,
3.
it is game 4. It's 7. Best of 7.
Is
now.
it best of 7 now?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, best of 5 was odd for the first playing round.
Dude, I have the picture, Kief. Remember the picture from the Canucks game? The one that I have?
What was the picture?
I'll show it to you. Actually, might be my favorites.
That's one of your faves. Oh, that's your profile picture, isn't it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Should we show that to the camera? Can I put that up there?
Yeah.
Let's see if I
This is where somebody edits it in after the fact.
No editing.
There it is. Okay, that's me right there behind the glass.
The green's a bit like, because of the green screen.
What
Yo, we're all filtered out right now. Oh, I'm back. I'm in focus
That
now.
was the last playoff game. It was pretty sick. Volsadine's there, Dan Hamhuis, who just retired from Smithers.
Shout out to young Danny.
Yeah, 20 years.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he actually was back in Smithers the other day. I saw on Facebook that Taylor Backrack was honoring him
Holy.
for his career. Yeah.
All right, shout out to Ham Hughes playing out of Smithereens. But that might do it for today. We've talked about a lot of different things. No mayonnaise came up.
It did it
Almost,
like right. That was the
Christian
first
almost
thing we
got
talked
smacked in the face.
Almost. We could have talked about Morikawa in that 16th on the PGA Championship. That was golf.
Yeah, that was a while ago. There will be new golf stuff. Lots more. Like and subscribe to future episodes, which are coming weekly.
We should do a weekly
And
sports update. That'd be pretty
We
sick.
could do
actually.
a weekly sport. We could start with this. We could do 2 videos in one day.
We could, yeah.
The whole world is our
Weekly
oyster.
sports.
I love sports.
Whatever this
We're
is.
slurping it up.
I'm going to slap.
Slap his hand.
That'd be
Okay.
the final frame.
Like, subscribe. Bye.